to happen. I can drive my happy ass to the hospital in just a few. By the time I get up to the cooling center, it'll be too late to call any of these agencies anyway. I'm not sure what the point would be in going to the emergency center. See, here's the thing. I called the lady from APS. Whenever we were able to get onto the topic of the abuse, well, there was a change in subject. And I'm really trying hard to understand why it is that all these people are good at changing a subject like that. The APS lady, though, she seemed, she was on rotation. She was going around in circles, and even she admitted that. We don't want to go around in circles. That means we need to meet in person and communicate effectively, instead of trying to do this the way that I have been, because everything does need to be recorded. All these people who want to make claims that I didn't do this or I didn't do that, no. You do not get to victimize me for not doing something that I actually did. You don't get to victimize me for doing something that I didn't do. That doesn't stop you. This shit is not okay. Anyway, I got my stuff shutting down at the Starbucks. So, I might get kicked out of Starbucks for leaving my stuff abandoned in there. But, I can't just stand in there and take that. Adult Protective Services, here's the thing. A lot of her suggestions, yeah, sure, great. Oh my God, that smells like chemicals. Anyway, you got all these great ideas in your head about the way things work. And of course, you base your ideas off of that. This ain't something I should have to do at the Starbucks. But also, that lady wasn't able to give me any useful information. There might be some reason why I would want to go to the cooling center. No, I don't want to go to a cooling center. That line right there is a matter of not wanting. She did not describe any resources there that would be particularly useful to me. Now, if she was to tell me that there was internet there and that I would have access to it, but no, she's literally asking me to move to a new location based on what? Anyway, I can make it to the hospital, all right. Somebody's radio. I can make it to the hospital, no problem. It hurt like a son of a bitch. I know how to drive there. If I get a ride from an ambulance, it'll cost me 10 times as much. I'm better off parking my car somewhere and then walking to the hospital. Especially since having to shift and use the gas, especially up the hills, I press a little bit hard and I arch back in my seat a little bit too much, and it puts too much pressure on that boil. And it's pain, obviously. With the lady from APS, I was explaining to her over and over, yeah, making me talk to these guys alone is not okay. I have to be able to record it for my own safety. That is extremely important. Now, the issues that I'm having, yes, she has solutions, but those solutions don't get me there. If somebody was to drive to the cooling center, I could follow them. However, right now is not the place or time for doing that. A lot of people want to be angry or hateful at me for pacing, which is another pain in my brain because, well, if I'm pacing, it means that I'm not being heard. If I'm pacing, it means that there is something important that I need to say and nobody fucking cares. Everybody blows me off. I get it, I'm not their family. Alright, so I need to... The shortness of breath I'm having isn't from the heat, neither is the sweat. It's from the infection. Alright, my computer is shutting down, so I'm grabbing my stuff and getting ready to go.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Shit. Alright, I should try to download the stuff off of my clandestine recording device to free up room so I can use it for recording shit. There's a reason that I try to speak with people in person. Speaking with somebody in person is fucking effective if they listen. I might let the abscess on my ass go for an extra day. As messed up as I'm feeling right now, it could kill me, and I hope I'm that lucky. My ability to think is not there. My ability to You wouldn't think that a boil would create that much issue, would you? On the bright side, it's not nearly as bad as the infections in my head. Miss Jerry saved me from that. You know, as soon as people started playing victim because I told the truth, well, that's when I realized that the only thing worthwhile is suicide. The only thing worthwhile is an end of this shitty existence. I don't know why she wanted to make 1,000,000,001 suggestions that are completely fucking miles away from what I'm trying to explain to her. Instead of telling me to go all these services, help me to go to all these services. I get that it's not your job, your adult protective services. The problem is that I'm still victimized because I don't have a fucking guardian. And just like everybody else, you wanted to push the Center for Living through all of that. I let her know that there was a conflict of interest and an issue with the Center for Living, as well as with the cops, and she's not wanting to do anything about that. Matter of fact, instead of doing something about that, she wants me to meet with them. Well, yes, I'm fine with meeting with them. Absolutely, but that's what should have happened to begin with. That is how they should have fucking started. That's what they should have fucking done in Nebraska in 2017, back in January. This is not fucking okay. So I gotta think of a way to make it cost them a lot of money. Like I said, lighting a fire, not the best idea here. Too dry. Too much chance of the fire getting carried by the wind, and too much chance of it killing people. Which, of course, I'm against. This is fucking stupid. It's like My words went in one ear and out the other, and all of a sudden I'm telling her about the issues that I'm having, but she's telling me a bunch of stuff that I have to do I'm not capable of doing, or it's going to fuck me in the long run. So instead of making suggestions, she needs to shut the fuck up. If you're going to make suggestions, come meet me in person and find out what the fuck is going on. I mean, it's not like I didn't explain the situation with the Center for Living, just like with Karen this morning, over and over and over again, same shit, except this lady was a bit nicer. Hopefully my computer is shut off by now, and I can leave. Alright, I don't need any more of that cigarette. It's burning my fingers. Too hot for a sign?
Yeah, I just don't want to deal with bullshit. I'm stuck here because I can't walk these dogs across shit, so I'm just making my jewelry want to be left in peace.
Yes, sir. Alright, well, be safe. Before we can set it up to have an appointment with these other places, well, we need to have it set up so that these other places, the issues with them are resolved first. Before we can discuss what's best for me, we need to make sure that the people who have been predatory towards me are not a part of that. Also, that other feller, it's pretty obvious that this time of day, he's not going to call back. Thank you. See if my computer's off and I can use thank you again. Yeah, it's off. It don't make any sense for me to leave here and go to a food and cooling shelter. It don't. It don't make any sense for her to continually tell me to do things that are expensive that I don't have the ability to do that will fuck me in the long run. What I called her for is to meet with her in person to see the evidence and do something. For her wanting to jump right in and do something with the cops and with the Center for Living and all of that. No, the cops have already threatened, harassed, and intimidated me enough times that Adult Protective Services needs to get involved, and they need to get involved quickly. They're not addressing any of the actual serious issues. They're going out of their way to worry about fucking band-aids and giving suggestions over and over again. No, I need a guardian. All right, if we got to fill out a bunch of paperwork, fine, but you have to help me to fill it out. Telling me to fill it out isn't going to get it done. Helping me, and being a fucking witness. I mean, Jesus Christ, if you're going to do anything for me, anything at all, then you need to come forward about the fact that you did it. instead of making me argue with you for fucking months on end and then going, oh, well, you know, I helped you out with this as an excuse to fucking treat me like shit. No, you should have told the fucking cops. That one piece that you decided were going to treat me like crap over because you did something. Did you tell the cops? Did you tell the police those things? They're procrastinating, and that's what they do. I'm not okay with that. Procrastinating for 6 goddamn years. Oh yeah, sure, they'll help me in 6 months after I've already been railroaded. Yeah, sure, thanks, assholes. Yeah, put me in a home. Put me in a home and forget that I exist. I'm fine with that. Put me somewhere. Send someone to talk to me in person so I can show them in person what's going on. Have them meet me somewhere where there is actually internet access and actually stop and utilize that resource. Like that lady last week that came to help me. Like, I had everything here set up so that we could make the call that needed to be made. I had my computer set up. It was all gone through the whole waiting for forever to get it to start working thing. We'd already gone through all of that. That lady needed to shut the fuck up and stop making suggestions. She needed to listen to what was going on instead of keeping on interrupting me. And that's the thing, is that that's one of the problems with sensory processing issues. You need to shut up. You need to shut up and listen to the victim. Otherwise, the more you make suggestions and talk over them, the less they're going to be able to trust you because you're a fucking moron.